Lesson 66 and 67 from Learn Violin Fast, Book 3. This is Part 7, Chromatic Scales. Chromatic scales only use half-step distances between the notes. The first note of the chromatic scale is the tonic, similar to all the other scales. So a G chromatic scale goes from G to G and uses all of the 12 subdivisions between the notes. In most cases, the chromatic fingering pattern on a violin does not change. So if you go up, you're going to use open string, low 1, regular 1, low 2, high 2, 3, low 4, open string, and then continue. And coming down, you do the same thing in reverse. So if we're on the A string, we're going to play low 1, regular 1, low 2, high 2, 3, low 4, open E. So essentially, you're going to move the 1 low to regular and 2 low to regular, and 3 and 4 will just be in place. So now, number 66, we're going to learn the G chromatic 2-octave scale. So we're going to start with open G. We're going to end with a low 2 on the E string, right? So from G to G. This is where the octave doesn't mean to the subdivisions, but it means the actual letters, G to G or sol to sol, right? So, and we're going to use every half step. Now, if you look at page 56, the G chromatic scale, it looks quite scary, but if you just think of the concept, it's actually quite easy. All this tells you you're going to start with open G, end with a low 2 on E, and you're going to use every half step with a 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4 in half step intervals. So I'm going to play the G 2-octave chromatic scale. You can look at the map, the left-hand map, with note names in the book to help you, but here is the G chromatic 2-octave scale. So the reason we practice chromatic scales is to make sure that we know how to use all the half steps in that particular position. Now moving on to lesson 67, F chromatic 1-octave scale. So we're going to go between the range of F and F, but only 1 octave or 8 notes within those. And at the map, you'll notice how there's no letter on G, there's no letter on D, meaning we don't play those open strings. We start with a low 2 on D and then move up. We move up on through our fingering pattern and we end on a low 1 on E. So here's number 67, F chromatic 1-octave scale. And when I was sliding my fingers, I hope you notice how I slid my fingers with the change of the bow. One thing that you want to try to avoid is a big slide. Right, so make sure that when your bow changes, your finger changes as well. All right, thanks for sticking around. In the next lesson, we talk about shifting. Very excited. I hope you're excited about your progress, and I'll see you next lesson. If you find this video helpful, please comment, please like, please subscribe. It really, really helps, and I'll see you soon. Thanks.